So I was sitting here like, I do not have enough books to film a book haul. And I'm like, girl, there are no rules. I have like 17 new books. How is that not a haul? So here we are. My name's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel, Ruffalo Reads. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting. It really means the world to me. I was so hesitant, I remember, to even start this channel. And I remember when I started my Bookstagram, I was like, I can't do this. It's so overwhelming. But it's not. It's fun. You just have to roll with it and connect with people. And once you do that, it just becomes the most fun thing in the world. So that ramble aside, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I thought it'd be fun to film another book haul. It's been a little while and I was like, like I said, I'm like, I don't have enough books to film a book haul, but like there are no rules and I don't know. Is it typical for people to have 17 books physically on their shelves that they haven't read yet? So we're fully in fall mode. I have my sweaters on. It's getting nice and crisp. We're talking about going to the pumpkin patch soon. Bridesmaids dresses appointment is set. The wedding planning is rolling. I'm feeling really excited. So this month I have yet to finish a book, and when I'm filming this, it is the 10th. Yeah, the 10th, because my kids are at school, weirdly. Yeah, it's been a rough time, but I've been really like focusing on the wedding planning, so I feel like that's maybe deterred my reading a bit, but like I literally am currently reading 5 different books and I'm like, am I ever gonna actually finish a book? So now we get to all the books that I have in this haul. I decided to do it by least interesting to most interesting, so that's just how we're organizing this today. So let's get into all the books. First book I have is The Damage by Caitlin Warrer. I got this from Half Price Books and it was a really good deal. It was originally $27, so book of the month. This is a thriller, edgy, propulsive read, family pushed to the brink. They live in New England, so kind of where I grew up. I grew up in Maine. This is least interesting because I have heard the least about it. I honestly just bought it because it was such a good deal and I like thrillers from time to time and I haven't heard anything about it. So I was like, why not? Let's get it. I think it was like $5 or $3. So is that the best reason to buy something? Probably not. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. It's just not, like top of my list. Next, we have a very popular author, which I see Sarah Caroli loves her, and that's kind of it. Like, I haven't really heard anybody else talk about her too much. And it's Elin Hilderbrand's. I got this. I can't remember rather, if I got this actually from Book of the Month or from Half Price Books. I think I did get this from Book of the Month. But anyways, it's one of my least interested in books to read just because it is like so summery, so I feel like I missed the mark, so maybe this coming summer I'll read it. And like her name kind of throws me off. I always think that it's like Tiger Woods' ex-wife and I'm like, wait, she's a writer? Like that's such a stupid reason, but I swear my brain just like, that's weird. Yeah, she has a lot of like books. Her covers don't really intrigue me, but like I said, I have heard good things from Sarah, who she loves her reading and says it's really easy to get into, so that's interesting. But however, that's also why it's kind of at the lower end of my TBR, because I'm like, seems like it'll be fun, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Do you like Elin Hilderbrand? Have you read her before, or is it kind of forgettable? Because that's like the vibes I'm getting, that it would be like enjoyable in the moment but like forgettable overall. I don't know. Next is one that's kind of in the same vein as the book that I just read from Alice Feeney, her Daisy Darker book, which is in the vein of, kind of rewriting Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. So it's like you're kind of isolated somewhere and people are getting murdered one by one. And that's Ruth Ware's One by One. The only book that I've read from her is Lock Every Door, which I really did enjoy. It was kind of very creepy vibes and like paranormal potentially, and it was fun. This one I'm interested in because Kayla from Books and Lala and them, they had it on their live show. I don't think anyone other than her really liked it. I think it takes a certain, style and mood to be into that kind of like one by one situation. And I have heard that this is like a tech company and like the tech aspect is kind of heavy handed. Like they really go into like company details. So I do want to read this. this winter. So that's why it's kind of higher up there. I think it'll be really, you know, kind of atmospheric and perfect for the season. Like, we'll have to see. I've only ever read, like I said, one other book from her, so I'm interested to see how I like her other stuff. Then we have a book and an author I've literally never heard about, and this was in one of my Hello Lovely Trope of the Month boxes, and it's Cruel Devil by Daniela Romero. So this is Dominique Price, good looking, arrogant, football god, and my brother's best friend. So this is a brother's best friend trope. I love this cover. I think it's really, really cute. The back is so cute with the little lips. And then of course these indie books, they all have like the pretty like chapter headings. Yeah, it's just not really high up on my interest level. And then they got this little like card to thing. Because I've never heard anybody talk about it. I've never heard anything about it. I don't know anything about it other than, you know, brother's best friend. So interesting, but like, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll get to it. Really cute. I love Hello Lovely, guys. So if you've never seen them, please check them out. I'll link them down below just in case you haven't, but they have really cute stuff. Clothes, books, subscription boxes, you name it. Then we have a book that I paid almost $30 for at Half Price Books. Do I know anything about it? No. It's a thriller. I just literally love the colors on this. It's stunning. The side, I think it'll just be so pretty once I read it to have it on my bookshelf as like a red. Yeah, it's just really interesting. The inside's like all bright pink. It seems like it's gonna kind of have like creepy kid vibes. So that's interesting. I'm excited for it. I just literally love this stunning cover. So yeah. And I have heard really good things about Catriona Ward as an author herself. So next up on my list is an author I've read from plenty before. She has a whole novella series, and her, I don't know if it was her debut novel, but novel that came out last year or the year before, like blew up everywhere. It won everything. Everybody read it. Everybody loved it. It's Ali Hazelwood. So I've read, and the book that I'm hauling is Love on the Brain. I got this as a book of the month selection. And here's the thing. This is like kind of mid-tier in my interest level as far as this haul goes. I liked The Love Hypothesis. I thought it was really, really cute. I did read all of the novella series that she has, like the Steminist novellas. They were all pretty much the same. Like the same as her first book, the same as each other. It's always this big brooding guy, teeny tiny little girl, loves science in some way or another, whether it's like, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Not into science. I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. But this, I mean, it seems the exact same. Big brooding guy, teeny tiny little girl with little tiny boobies. They love science. They hatch this plan. And I think this one's fake dating, which I don't know. Her writing's cute and quirky and fun. It's just like, I feel like I'm going to be reading the same book again. And that's what's turning me off from it. That's what I've heard. That's what I've seen from what I've read from her. So I hope that she, after this, I hope that she like branches out into something else, because while I do think it's important and interesting that she likes to do the women in science thing, like she needs to break it up a little bit and do, you know, something new, something different for herself, and, you know, show us what else she can do. So I'm interested, but wary. Next is one I have talked about before and shown because it is on my October TBR. And this was because I thought that the live show for it was supposed to be in October, but it's actually September. But I am still very interested in reading it and just seeing what it has to offer. And that is Ruth Ware's The It Girl. Hate the cover, I've been over this, but I think it'll be fun, and maybe I'll kind of decide, I guess, after I read this if I actually do want to read one by one. So yeah, we'll see. It's a thriller, obviously, so we'll see. Next is another Hello Lovely Trope of the Month box. So this is kind of Captor Captive. It's Jodi Ellen Malpas, the Brit. I believe it's Captor Captive. I know it's like a dark romance, and it's, I don't know. I don't know much about it other than I know Tori from Novel Life loves this. I know it's really, really dark. So I do have to be like in the right mood to read this. The last clip I filmed was literally in slow-mo, so that's great. Anyways, I am interested in this because Tori from Novel Life said she loved it, and I just want to go into it with the right mindset, because I know in September I went into some of those dark romances probably not in the best like mood for them, I guess, and they just really didn't work for me. So I want to go into this when I'm fully like ready and able to love like a captor-captive mafia type of situation. Just give this book, you know, the attention it deserves. So I'm excited. I've never read anything from this author, so I can't wait to see what she has in store for me. I have the most recent book that I've bought, which is Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match. So this is by Sally Thorne, the same author as The Hating Game, which is one of my favorite books. I've never read another book from her though. I didn't read 99% Mine, and I did not read Second First Impressions. This one obviously I want to read in October, so that's why it's high up on my interest like level, I guess. Because like when else are you really gonna want to read a Frankenstein romance? I mean, maybe that's just me, but yeah, I think that I've heard this is super cute and silly. It's supposed to be like Frankenstein's sister, I think, and yeah, I don't know. I would never read this any other time, so why not now? And why not give, you know, Sally Thorne another try, because I did love The Hating Game so much. Like so many of us, I'm sure. One that I've gotten since my last haul, but I have talked about and I have read, and that is Addicted to You. This is the first in the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. It was really, it was. I don't know. It was not my favorite book, but it is the start of the series. So I guess we're kind of being introduced to their flaws and imperfections, their addictions, how they relate to each other, and then, you know, leaves on a cliffhanger, of course, and it's up on my interest list because I do want to continue the series and see where it takes us and see if I end up liking it overall or not liking it overall. So yeah, that's that one. Another one that I have already read, but I've gotten since my previous haul, and this is the one book on this list that I'm like, did I haul that one before? If I did, I'm sorry, I don't remember, but it's Fair Catch by Candy Steiner. I've definitely shown this before a million times. Like, it's literally the cutest book I've ever seen. It has like little football headings on the chapters, and I just love the title, the colors. It's just beautiful. I did read this. Zeke and Riley are adorable, and while this romance wasn't the most angsty and like tension wrought, it was adorable and respectful, and I don't know, I really liked it, and I can't wait. I think this is like a sports romance series, so I want to read Quarterback Sneak and Blindside, and I just want to read all the Candy Steiner books that I can. Next, we have another book that you've seen from me before, and that's because it's on my October TBR, and I'm sure on everybody's TBRs, but that is Mercy by Sarah Kate. This is the fourth book in the Salacious Players Club series, and I had to snag this copy before they freaking changed the covers. I saw that she posted that on Instagram, and I was like, no, why would you do that? So that's depressing. And then again, they have the super hot chapter headings. I just love, like, why would you ever change these? Have them all on your shelves. Anyways, I digress. It's between Maggie and Bo. She's the co-owner of the Salacious Players Club series. She's the woman, and he's the son of the guy from the first book, Emerson, who's a co-owner with Maggie of the Salacious Players Club. And then, yeah, this is their kind of reverse age gap, reverse dom-sub relationship. I don't love dom-sub kind of vibes. It gets old for me, but Sarah Kate does bring a lot of new flavor to the table as far as spice and how she describes things and how she has her characters relate and grow with each other and between each other. And I've heard a lot of people say this is their favorite in the series, so that intrigues me. And like, hi, he is beautiful. So yeah, I can't wait. On my list is another Hello Lovely Trope of the Month box, and this one is a kind of uncle's best friend, and I've already started reading this one. I am on page 70, so this is one of the 5 books that I'm currently reading, and it is Liar by Fiona Cole. This cover is like so cool. It looks like so dirty, but anyways, the cover is adorable. It's an age gap, uncle's best friend, like I said, and yeah, it's really fun so far. Like her uncle and his friend own this kind of sex club, and yeah, he's in town renovating some hotels. She's in college doing like a business shadowing project, and like she gets roped into helping the uncle's friend with that. Like he shows her how he's opening these hotels, and that's her project, and it's good so far. I've never read a Fiona Cole. I don't know, I don't want to say anything more than that yet because I haven't finished it, so I like it. It's really short, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's all the books I have on my haul video. I hope that that was like enough for you. I was really like stressing myself out about like it needs to be like 30 books and all this stuff, but I think we did it. I think we, you know, maintained. That was a good little haul. So these are refreshing to do from time to time. I hope you enjoyed watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And until next time, I'll see ya. Bye, guys.